just do the double octaves.
Verse 1. Drums in.
Hello friends, David Fauché coming at you. I wanted to bring you a piano tutorial for Trample by Kim Walker-Smith. You know, she's coming to San Antonio on Friday, September 27th, 2024 for the Testify Tour. And you know, her Trample album is really good, and she also has a great song, Let Revival In. But I kind of wanted to get this song out there in hopes that, you know, some of the groups would start, some of the teams would start picking up this song a little bit. So this original Trample is in G flat, and I was just going to go over the chords real quick. You can use the Lord method a lot in this song, so lower octaves and the right hand dominant. Just means the 1 and the 5. So G flat is our 1, and then you can do a 1 and a 5 and get a nice ringy sound. And I'm actually just leaving out the 3 note just to give it more space and emphasize on that kind of that chime, that bell chime. All right, so the chords. All right, so octaves on the left hand, of course, and the right hand is just the 1 and the 5. On this 2 minor, which is going to be, that's going to be an A flat. So I'm just again leaving out the 3, and I'm just transferring it from the 1-5 to the 2-5 position like that, and it gives it a little raise. All right, then we pick up that shape for the 6th chord, which is going to be E flat minor 7. You can again hold the same 1 and the 5, but I'm going to bring it down a little bit, and then when I play the 6, it has sort of a low emphasize, you know, for a little more emotion there. All right, and then after the 6, we have the 4 chord. So the B, you can either do the low octaves, or usually on a B, if I have a short keyboard, like I have a 49 key, a lot of times I'll just do the 1-5 power chord. So that's B and G flat. All right. Now in the right hand, since it's a B2, you know, you want to have this B and G flat here, and then I like to add this lower G flat again. Alright, and I call this sort of the bear claw shape because my thumb is buried underneath hitting this B. Alright, so B. Alright, and what'll happen then is I'm coming back to the 1 chord, so my fingers, my index and my ring are already in the right position to come back to this G chord. So you only have that one little trick, is just to tuck this under, and then back to the 1. Like that. Okay, next we're going to take a look at the verse section. Thanks. Alright, so now we're looking at the verses for Trample by Kim Walker-Smith. We've got a 1, 2, 6, 4 progression, all using the lower octave Lord method. Sometimes this B, you can go power chord, it sounds pretty good too. And then right hand, we're just using dyads, is basically 2 notes of the chord. I like this ringy sound, so the 1 and the 5 of the 1 chord. Notice I have a layer of sort of a string pad in the background, and then that kind of you know, gives it some texture. There's that 2 interval. Then for the 6th chord, you can pick it up and just transfer it down. Alright, nice and full. I'm using my sustain pedal a little bit. And then we get into this B2. Or to make it a little more substantial, you can add this lower G flat. And then from there, you know, you see that you're already in the 1-5 1 chord position. Then we pick it up. And B flat. So I'm really picking up my fingers and laying them down to get that ringy, almost like a bell sound. And it's just kind of a technique rather than just being subtle, because you really want to, you know, if you have the chance to play a little bit high like that, you might as well stand out. All right, so let's give it a try. stop. All right, thank you very much, and we'll do the chorus next. All right, the bonus feature for this lesson is we're going to take a look at that keyboard hook on the choruses. It is pretty epic sounding. You may need to tune up your keyboard voice a little bit to make it more synth sounding. I'm going to show it here with more of a piano voice in that pad like I had earlier. I guess if you have a main stage or a Sunday keys, you can even turn those high keys to a synth for this part, or use like a snapshot if you really want to make it epic. But okay, so it's the same progression. So we had that G flat. All right, so it kind of varies. So we're doing this chord, this G flat. Let's see. So it's actually a little higher. So before I was here, so now I've kind of inverted it, and I'm playing the 5-1 here. All right, they kind of alternate between this low, and then it goes, when you go to the 2 chord, and then down to the 6 chord, like that. So you're varying between this B flat as a starting point, and then your G, like that, down to this was at a B flat, like that. All right, but to do more of a hybrid approach, like if you don't have so many, this keys track has it has 3 keyboards, an organ, and 2 pianos. So if you kind of want to fill in that space a little bit, you can just play this chord. So like this, doing like a dyad method. All right, so we go 1 chord, then 2 chord, I'll go down to this B, down to the 6 chord, and then I can hold on to that G flat. And then now the rest of this hook right here goes B. All right, so I'm going G, D flat, and then B. And it's just that B2 we've been doing, like that, instead of this. It's just like that, a little bit higher. All right, so I'll let you hear the recording, and I'll just try to play along with my right hand here to show you. Combining. Stop. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this lesson, the Trample piano tutorial, and it also has the keyboard variations. We use a lot of the Lord method, and then we have a couple of like variations of B2, 6 minor 7, and we're basically playing a lot of these chords without the 3. The 3 note, though it's very important in a lot of songs, it actually gets in the way on this note. So with your right hand, a lot of times you're focusing on just hitting 2 notes, and then letting the lower octaves kind of set the tone and the flow. Well, I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Please give a like and a thumbs up. Appreciate it.